Hello YouTube and welcome to the Frooglesim news for today, Sunday, March the 15th. Starting right off with Aerosoft's announcement that they have released the ASK21 and ASK21Mi gliders. Now these are both for FSX and Prepared, and the ASK21 is actually a two-seater glider with the Mi variant being motorized. The aircraft has several different panels, a fully accurate cockpit including a C4 flight computer, transponder, compass, variometer and a yaw string, which I'd never heard of before I wrote this, and it was developed with the full support of the aircraft manufacturers. So as a result of that, real-world manuals for these two aircraft are included. It also even includes the Winch X add-on to provide support for winch-based launches. Aerodynamics would obviously be the concern with FSX as a host platform, but apparently the aircraft also include a set of custom modules to fix the weak aero modeling in both FSX and Prepared. Could this be the start of a new trend, the new study sim glider trend? Who knows? I haven't done anything with gliders yet, and I think I'm going to try these out. They are available from the Aerosoft shop at the link in the show notes below for €20.97. It's a long time since I've been in Europe. Next up, Coronado are now supporting Navigraph on their products. They have just released the Navigraph S550 Citation Expansion Pack. This has a special reduced price for the next week or so of just $5.95. And it adds to the Cessna Citation a fully working universal FMS, SID and STAR support, RNAV, ILS and VOR approach support, VNAV and LNAV auto navigation modes, and at last means the S550 can be flown the way it's supposed to be flown. Also includes obviously an FMS manual, and if you do buy it, you will need to upgrade the Navigraph data from time to time as you do in most other big add-on aircraft. Full information at the Coronado link in the show notes below. Over in the world of Orbex San Carlos is now available, and that has the ICAO code of Kilo Sierra Quebec Lima, or K-Sequel. It's a busy airport near San Francisco, and the airport is actually very close to Oracle's headquarters in the Silicon Valley, which may be where the sequel designation comes from. As always with Orbex scenery, features extremely high-resolution modeling and includes all surrounding points of interest, including Oracle's building. It does, however, require an install of FTX Northern California. Orbex San Carlos supports both FSX and Prepared and is available for $25.75 from the link at fullterrain.com in the show notes below. In X-Plane news, X-Plane 10.35 release candidate is now available. Now this is a fairly minor release, and it's available to anybody that has X-Plane 10 by opting into the betas either through the standalone installer or through Steam. The focus on this release is really airports. It adds 562 new airports with 3D buildings over and above those that we had in 10.3, bringing the grand total now to 1,154 airports with 3D buildings in X-Plane 10. It also improves the operation of the GPS scroll wheel support and declutters the GPS display, and other minor improvements include wind now being called wind instead of wind in ATIS announcements, as well as bindable buttons for EFIS modes, which is going to be very useful as we start to see more complex airliners appear in X-Plane 10. Also in beta test news, there is a new beta of Active Sky Next now available for testing at the Hi-Fi Tech Forums link in the show notes below. This fixes a compatibility issue with FSX Steam Edition's public beta. The other issue being fixed is the surface visibility has been increased when dealing with maximum visibility in the METAR. Now this is an ongoing beta for Active Sky Next. The other fixes obviously including adding support for Prepared 2.5 as well as SimConnect issues with both FSX SE and Prepared. Head on down to the Hi-Fi Tech Forums link in the show notes below if you wish to download it and try it out. Not quite beta, but Coronado have published more screenshots for the PC-12 for X-Plane, which I mentioned in a previous show. And I did mention in a previous show I was a little concerned that we didn't have any cockpit detail. Now we do. These screenshots focus on night lighting and cockpit detail. Of special note from these screenshots, you do see two X-Plane 10 GPS units in there, as well as the standard Avidyne display, and it is looking really detailed, so high hopes for the PC-12 when it finally launches for X-Plane sometime very soon. No firm date has been set as yet. If you want to look at the screenshots yourself, they are at Coronado's Facebook link in the show notes below. So that's it for this short news show for this week. As always, my name is Frugal. Thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all soon.